Welcome back to VettePros here in Charlotte, North Carolina. What we're working on here today is the C5 Corvette heads-up display projector. A real common problem with these projectors is the mirror gets out of alignment and your image does not display correctly on the windshield. So what we're going to show you today is what causes this problem and how to fix it with our C5 heads-up display repair kit. So once you remove the cover from the projector, you can see your mirror. So there's two common problems with the mirror. The first on this mirror you can see is the pivot has completely worn off the mirror. So the mirror will not pivot and is out of alignment. So on this one, you can see the pivot is still in place. The other problem is the bushing on the other side of the mirror. This bushing wears out and you'll start to get slop in the mirror and it will not be in alignment. So what we're going to show you how to do is how to remove your mirror and fix it with our repair kit. So the first thing you're going to do is remove the 3 screws that hold the mirror in. 1, 2, 3. So after you've removed your screws, the next step is to remove the mirror. So you're going to pull the bracket out here and disconnect the spring here. Sometimes the spring will just pop right off, and then other times you will have to disconnect that spring. So once you have the mirror removed, here's what you're going to be replacing. So this is the bushing end, and you can see that bushing is starting to wear out. And on the other end is your pivot. So you can see on this one, the pivot has sheared completely off this one. So on the pivot end, you have 2 Phillips head screws holding the pivot in. So once you get your old one off, you're going to slide the new one in. It only goes in one way, nice and tight there, and then reinstall the screws. So after we get the gear installed, what we're going to do is mark the 5th tooth on the gear. This is going to help us with ease of installation when we put the mirror back into the housing. Then we're going to go to the bushing side. Snaps right in, and then you're ready for installation. So the next step is we're going to pull the assembly here. This is your limit switch lever. When reinstalling the mirror, you're going to want to push the lever all the way to the top. Then we're going to roll it over, and your spring here needs to be rolled back out of the way, because right there is where our mirror is going to go back in. So the limit switch lever, you have to hold it in place in that upper position. Then you're going to take your mirror, and on the mirror we've marked the 5th tooth. You want 5 teeth. You can see the little yellow marking there. You want 5 teeth showing where it goes into the gear on the motor. Once you've got those lined up, you're going to pop the pivot back into the bracket here. roll it back over, and reattach your spring. Then set her back into the housing. Once you've got that side lined up, get your wires tucked back in, and then we're going to go ahead and put one screw in to hold this side in place. Once you've got the one screw in, you're going to install your bracket and your bushing on the other side. Then the last step is to put your other two screws back in. Reinstall your cover, and you're ready to put the assembly back in the car. If you have any questions, give us a call at 704-320-0073. And thanks for looking.